I don't know if you ever saw that mako head that got pulled in by that fisherman. That was that huge mystery.
So
I don't think so.
Quickly type in mako head Australia.
What's the mystery here?
Well, nobody knows what on earth could have killed it.
And just left the head.
Well, look at the size of the head and what was bitten off behind it.
Let's see this thing.
Well, that's it. I mean, I don't think there's any real video. That right there. Look at the size of the head. That guy's name's Trapman.
That looks like a great white shark.
Off. No, it's a mako.
I know. Just looks huge.
So something just bit a mako's head
clean off.
And took
There's
the
the swordfish bill that was lodged in it. See that?
Okay.
There was a swordfish bill lodged inside
So
of the
wait, what does
mako's head.
that mean? That a swordfish killed it, they think? Or?
No, just that it had been in a battle with a swordfish prior.
That's badass.
Yeah.
I'm switching my pick to swordfish, not puffer.
Pretty badass, dude.
So, what do you think bit that mako?
Well, like the theory is Megalodon, but it's not.
How
what
do you
I
know?
think, huh?
How do you know?
I don't, but you know,
Meg.
the theory is Megalodon. I think a bunch of other sharks came in and ripped it to shreds. But what's weird is it leaves this perfect like U shape. I very well could have been a great white, but there's no great white on Earth big enough.
Yeah,
to
I mean the way it was bit, it doesn't look like a bunch of
it's like one big bite.
Yeah.
So you're talking like something like came up behind
That's a
it.
14-foot long shark. So it looks as though something like a 40-foot long Megalodon came and took the whole shark
Yeah, it
away.
was probably.
And the guy, so I interviewed this guy for a project that I was working on, and he was fighting the shark, pulling it in, and then all of a sudden this line went slack. So there was no blood. Usually if there's a frenzy of sharks, you see frenzy, right? Like
Yeah.
splashing and everything else. There was none of that.
Wait, so he had this on a line.
Yeah, there's a. Can you email me this, Kyle? Because I want to look at that swordfish bill more closely. Can you send this to me? It doesn't have to be now, whenever.
So
Yeah.
he had that fish on a line, and then all of a sudden the line went loose.
Yeah, he was fighting.
He was
so
pulling
he's
it.
a commercial fisherman, and he was pulling on it. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like sporting, you know. He was like pulling
Right,
it in,
right.
and he was like, "Oh, there's a big shark on here," and it was like fighting and running and everything. And then all of a sudden, it was just like dead weight. And he's like, "Weird," and pulled it in.
Wow.
And it was just this giant head. And he himself, the fisherman, his name's Trapman, was like, it was fucking bizarre because, like, if it's a frenzy of smaller sharks,
yeah.
you see the frenzy, you see the blood, you
And
see the thrashing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, and that takes time.
Right.
If it's 10 small sharks, they're biting at this thing, it's trying to run away, it takes time.
Yeah.
There's blood, there's chunks of flesh coming off. If it's one bite and clean, it's instant like that.
So what
But
do you
there's
think?
no
Could it have been an
known
orca?
animal in the world. No, the orcas don't leave a mark like that. There's no known animal in the world that can bite a 14-foot mako off.
So this is like a legit animal mystery. There's been no answer to this.
Huge animal mystery. No, nobody knows. It's like baffled all scientists. And look, see how there's basically one big bite? I mean,
Yeah,
there is like a
totally.
second one up top, but it basically looks like one giant bite.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Well, if anybody has more info about this,
Well, also-
let us know. I want to know.
Right, because you could have thought, oh, you know, there was blood in the water from the hook.
Yeah.
It was thrashing
On the line.
A bunch of like whatever white tips or whatever. A bunch of sharks came in and just attacked it, but it's just clearly not what happened.
Yeah, it's
They
one big
wouldn't
bite.
all just attack one spot and chew the head off cooperatively.
And like I said, there'd be chunks, there'd be chaos. Like it doesn't happen
Right.
like that. So no, it's
Yeah.
a huge mystery. And like the conspiracy nuts are like, oh, it's definitely a megalodon.
Hey, I
Nothing else.
resent that. Relax.
You
All
guys
right.
seen this video here? This giant white shark?
No. Let's see what's going on here. They got it on
Takes
a line.
fish, takes a tuna.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but dude, that's like a 50-pound tuna, and that's
Right,
a big
right.
white shark.
Oh,
This is
of
a
course.
14-foot. The mako was about that size that got bit in half.
The crazy thing about that video is look at the guy with the line does not give a shit that
Dude.
the shark's there. He's like
don't
trying to
care.
save his tuna.
Yeah,
Bro.
he wants his fish.
He could be like easily just fall right in. The water basically is like hitting him.
That is a large fish, man. Holy crap.
Dude.
They're pretty impressive.
So maybe it was
Hungry
just a huge white shark?
Not big, not possible.
How often?
I mean, that's a huge white shark. That's the size of the mako. They're not like massively different in
Yeah.
size.